what's going on, everybody? I did a video a while back about the top 5 scary movies for kids on Netflix, and I kind of wanted to follow that up a little bit, but this ain't about kids. We're going to do the best 5 series on Netflix, and when I say this, it's going to be complete series. I can't stand, finding a show and you watch 2 seasons of it and then the shit's totally out. Like, you watch 2 seasons and it's over, and you gotta wait because it's on TV. We don't have, I guess they call us cord cutters, so I'm about to say, we don't have cable or satellite or anything. We just got rid of all that. I've got Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime. That's where I find all my viewing. But, so I like watching series, it's a lot of TV, it's long, I can binge watch it at night, things like that. But I don't like, 3 seasons are out and then I gotta wait a year for Netflix to get the 4th season. It just leaves you in a crappy spot. I'm not a fan of it. So these are complete seasons. These are going to be 5 shows that are all the way done. Every episode's on Netflix. You can watch it from beginning to end without having to wait a week or wait a month or wait a year for the next part to come out. Like the last time, no particular order, but I say that, but I'm going to start with the best one that Netflix or anything else has to offer, Breaking Bad. And like I said earlier, these aren't kid-friendly necessarily, so don't think that. But Breaking Bad is played, I can't think of the guy's name. Bryan Cranston, ain't that him? The dude from Malcolm in the Middle, the dad. I always thought he was kind of a goofy guy. I didn't know he could really, I didn't think of him as like a, I liked his character there. I ain't got no beef with the guy, but I never thought he was like a great actor. But his portrayal of Walter White in this, amazing. Basically, it's an older dude. He starts having some health problems, and he wants to leave something behind for his kids and his family. And so he turns to drugs to try to make a living, to try to make some money, so he has something to give his family when he dies. And I think it's 5 seasons long, might be 6. Badass series, man. Easily the best series I've ever seen. And that's probably including Game of Thrones, but that's neither here nor there. We're talking about Netflix. Get that Game of Thrones certainly on Netflix. So number 1, Breaking Bad. Definitely, if you don't check out anything else in this little video, watch Breaking Bad if you hadn't seen it. Really, you're cheating the shit out of yourself. Number 2 on this list, I'd say Lost. It's been out for a long time. It went off the air probably maybe 10 years ago. It's old. But it's on Netflix. Every season's on there. It's an awesome show. It's about a plane full of people. This airplane went down, crash landed on some deserted island. Gilligan's Island type of story. They're stranded there, and then they're trying to, it's drama between characters, trying to keep supplies, trying to keep food. Shit's going on the island they can't explain. Real cool series. It did awesome ratings when it was out, and deservedly so. Really, really good show. Number 3 is a little bit against the list. I'll explain it to you. American Horror Story. Now, I say that, the reason is they're not all out. But they don't have to be. Each season of American Horror Story is its own story. It's almost like a movie. It's like a sequel. So like, you watch season 1 of American Horror Story, and then when that's over and you go to watch season 2, you don't need season 1 at all. Like it doesn't relate whatsoever. Some of the actors are the same, but they're playing totally different characters. It's not a spin-off or a run-off. It's not related. If you've never watched season 1, you could watch season 2, be perfectly fine. There's 3 seasons out of American Horror Story. The 4th one should be coming out soon. And like I said, they're not related to each other. So it's kind of a cheap move since they're not all out in this list. But like I said, you don't need them. That was the main point of this. Just trying to find shows you can watch. And you can watch from beginning to end without getting caught, stuck, having to wait for it. And you don't have to do that with American Horror Story. But there is only 3 of the seasons out of the 4 they've done so far. I think they're actually filming 5 now, but that's neither here nor there. Number 4 on it, I would say Sons of Anarchy. Every season of Sons of Anarchy is on there. It's coming. It's It's about this motorcycle gang and all the drama and shit motorcycle gangs go through. Rival gangs, drugs, weapon smuggling, crime, just all the stuff you'd expect from a Hell's Angels type sitcom show series, and that's what this is. Real cool show. It's all on there. Check it out. And then the last one I'd say is a show I just started watching. I'm about 3 seasons deep, but I've already, checked the episode guide ahead. There's 7 seasons, I think. However many there are, they're all on there. All of it's on Netflix. It's called Nurse Jackie. I don't know if you remember this show or not. It used to be a show on HBO called Oz. It's a prison show about inside the jailhouse and things. There was a female guard on there, a little blonde chick. I can't remember her name. Either way, she's the main character of this show. She's a nurse. It's a lot like, it reminds me a lot of House, which I think is another series that's fully on Netflix. But once again, we're not talking about that one. But this is a lot like that. House is about a doctor addicted to drugs, but he was a genius. He could solve any kind of medical mystery, but he was also hooked on Vicodin, and his moral compass was just all screwed up. Nurse Jackie's a little bit less of the genius part, but it's about this real dedicated badass nurse, but she has drug problems. She's snatching drugs from the pharmacy and faking injuries, whatever she's got to do to get her fix, and it's taking her away from her family and things. A bunch of lies trying to cover up for her. If you liked House, you like this. If you didn't like House, you might still like this, because it's still certainly different, but it just reminds me a lot of it. Either way, that's my list of 5 series that's complete all the way through. I guess 6 if you count House, because I certainly would recommend that one too. But so that's 6, we'll call it. That's 6 series, front to back. You don't have to wait for the next season to come out, anything like that. So that should be plenty of shit for y'all to binge on. Alright, man. Just putting that there. Alright, fellas. Later.